My name's Tiffany. I'm an NPC bikini competitor and also a proud member of the Egg Whites International Egg Team. So you're checking out a fit chick right here. I'm going to show you one of my favorite recipes for especially busy moms on the go. I'm a single mother of 2 crazy little boys, and mornings are absolutely nuts for me, trying to get myself ready, them ready, and of course breakfast in myself and them. So I'm going to show you a quick breakfast fix for you using Egg Whites International. And so here's what I do. I make a really yummy omelet. So what I'll do is I'll take my Egg Whites International right here. It's got a great pump. You can stick it in the side of your fridge where the milk goes, beside the milk for your kids or whatever. So this morning I'm going to show you what I'm making for breakfast. It takes about literally less than 2 minutes. I've already pumped out exactly 1 cup of egg whites into a measuring cup just to show you that that's the amount that I'm using. What I'll do is normally I would just pump it straight into the pan just because I know how many pumps it is. So it's about 8 pumps to fill up 1 cup. And with 1 cup of the egg whites, you get 26 grams of protein, 2 carbs, 120 calories. It's fat-free, cholesterol-free, pasteurized, no preservatives, all that good stuff. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to let that cook. I'm not going to show you because that would take forever, but I'm going to let that cook. And then I just toss in my favorite veggies. So I've got some spinach. I've got some leftover asparagus, go figure, that I'm going to chop up. Some mushrooms I'm going to wash. I've got salsa, and when I'm not super close to competition, I'll throw a little bit of feta cheese in there. But seriously, guys, this is a fantastic, yummy, 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 quick breakfast for you, and you get some great nutrition along the way. So hope you enjoyed that, and go fit chicks. Yay! Woohoo!
Hey guys, it's Danny J, and I'm doing a little video for Egg Whites International. I just wanted to show you guys their cute little outfits. So they just got these sweatshirts in. This one's pretty cute. It's got rhinestones. It says Chicks Train Harder. And I like them because they just have all these cute little chicks saying. So these are the kind of off-the-shoulder ones. What's nice is they're really loose. This is actually a large. I got a little bit size bigger because I like them baggy. But you can see it fits really nice, super soft. It's good for like when you leave the gym, you're really sweaty and you kind of leave and you get cold, so just you can throw it on really quick and it's not going to stick to you. And then they got these tank tops. They've got a lot of stuff, but I just love all the little sayings. So this one says Fit Chick. They actually have one that says Badass Chick, Lift Like a Chick, all of those cool things. So just so you know, they don't just sell egg whites. They also have some cute clothes too, so make sure you check it out at eggwhitesint.com.
Welcome everyone to another segment of Michelle Davis Fitness, live every Thursday 1 p.m. here in Las Vegas on WCOBM.TV. I thought I would bring one of my teammates here, Kristen R. Dizioni, and she is just a new member who has been doing fabulous in the competition world in bikini for bodybuilding. And so she brought her medals and her swords that we're going to talk about real quick. Kristen, you want to go ahead and tell everyone what you won?
All right. Little loud, but so first one from the Samson Showdown. This was my first ever bodybuilding show. First place in the teen bikini. I went second place in the novice bikini class C, and first place in the open overall bikini class F. And then 3 weeks later, I competed at the Jay Cutler Desert Classic, and these are a little
here. I'll hold one for you.
Awkward to bring up.
There we go. Oh, that's sharp.
Yeah, legitimate swords. But first place in the open class F bikini again, second place in the novice bikini B, and second place in the teen bikini.
Isn't that impressive? So what made you want to begin bodybuilding in the first place?
When I very first started working out, I'm just a very competitive person, and I struggle to kind of do anything just for fun. So after about a month of working out, I started actually thinking powerlifting, until I realized that someone that is 5'10" and powerlifting, trying to pull weight that far up off the ground, is not very competitive. And there were a few girls that I would see posing, and I just thought it was so pretty, and sparkly bikinis, and just had to get into it. I ended up finding a separate coach than Platinum Physiques, who I started out with. He was a beginner, definitely we were figuring things out together and made a lot of mistakes
But you
in
learned.
the beginning. But yeah, I learned from them. And it ended up working out in the end. If I didn't go through that, I would not have found Michael Haley and Platinum Physiques. And I think that that was definitely fate that brought that in, because I am so extremely happy with the team I have now. The girls are all so supportive, and the coach is obviously awesome. I mean, we got some winners right here.
Oh,
so-
yes. We love to have a good time. We like to go out and have fun. One of the things I want us to kind of do is do more meal prepping and recipes. So for you being on the show today, I wanted to introduce you to my first sponsor. And that's why I love this sponsor. It's what I use every day. I incorporate it in all of my meals and my smoothies. What further yet is you're going to become a brand affiliate with this company now, Egg Whites International. Let's bring on Mac. That's Ray Mac McCabe. He's the CEO of Egg Whites International. How you doing? Hey, Mac.
Good, good. Good. How are you guys doing?
Good, good. Thanks for stopping by today.
Oh, absolutely. Congratulations on all the bling you got over there.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and this is just the beginning. Where do you see yourself going in the future?
Right now, we have a plan for about 9 months to a year of an off season, really put on some muscle and define things, and the hope is junior nationals or junior USAs next year.
Nice. So you're going to eventually go pro and then just kind of keep going with that? See how
That is definitely the goal. After doing it, I could never tell. Like before, I always thought like this just feels right. But after stepping on stage and doing well, I just know that this is really something I want to do, hopefully for the rest of my life, or at least a good portion of it.
Yeah, you're a winner, you're a champion, be it only 19, you got so much ahead of you, and so it's really important to kind of find the companies that you like to work with. Most importantly, that work well with you, with your body, with your program and what you're going to do. And so Egg Whites International, Mac, we kind of wanted to bring the attention of the business, the affiliate program that you have with your athletes, kind of give a little bit of an info for anybody out there that wants to work with a company, but they just don't know how about going about it with competing and being an athlete.
Well, one of the things we decided to do is take a little different approach. Most of the time, an athlete that's going to get a sponsorship isn't going to get a sponsorship so they've either got their pro card or they've got 1 million followers on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We decided to take a different approach, and we came out with a limited sponsorship because you're limited by what you bring to the table. So what it does, it gives any athlete who's walked off stage even one time a sponsorship to the point where they can go on their social media and say that they're an Egg Whites International sponsored athlete. So that gives them a feather in their cap.
I love that.
Now, as they grow and as they make posts in their social media, they'll have an affiliate link so that if they post a picture of them wearing a shirt that says Fit Chick, and they want to say, hey, mention my post and get a free shirt and a discount on me, then if somebody in Timbuktu, Minnesota calls, that athlete made basically $20 for giving away a shirt. And this is basically the exact same program we have for a lot of the big pros. I mean, we set this up originally with Jay Cutler. Obviously, Jay Cutler doesn't pay for anything because of the amount of business he sends us when he does do a post. But it's the same thing for an up-and-comer, that you're limited by what you bring to the table. The more you bring to the table, the more you make. You want to make an income out of it, you send us business based on us making you a better athlete, and it's going to make you financially, cover most of your expenses and help you just be a better athlete. So the first goal on our part is to make you a better athlete by giving you a cleaner protein source where you're not dealing with the heavy metals that are going around with all the protein powders right now.
And before we go into actually what has been happening in the egg world, I want to talk about how important it is to feel valued as a sponsored athlete. It's one thing to go in the gym every day, one thing to have a program, you're going to do a competition, but it's one thing to have a company stand behind you, support you, you get a box in the mail, you feel that appreciation and that love, that is something that you reciprocate, and it's felt, and it's something that you really, really value. So thank you again to you, Mac, for helping me out. And it really, really has done the job when it comes to supporting your company, telling it to my friends and family, wearing the really cool, comfortable clothing that they have. So I want Kristen to give it a try. I know that we've had other teammates from Platinum Physiques be a part of the egg team. So I'm so excited to kind of bring her on because she's young, she's a champion, she knows exactly where she wants to go, NASM certified, so what better yet, have her be a sponsored athlete. Yeah.
Yeah, and absolutely. And just make a note, too, that for all the sponsored athlete, all the clothing is free.
Yeah.
So the clothing is free. The egg whites are set up under a pro discount, so you're still getting product really cheap and the free clothing. So any posting you do whatsoever is practically going to pay for your product. So if you want a full sponsorship, it's just a matter of letting more people know about it. Even if you tell another athlete who's a girlfriend that's competing and they join the egg team, you get paid for that athlete joining the egg team as well.
And you would think, okay, what would I do with egg whites? Well, you can put it in your iced coffee. You can put it in your orange juice. You want to make a mimosa. You literally can put it in anything and you don't taste it. It's double filtered. It's completely processed. And so everything in there is natural. It's clean. The recall situation, Matt, can you kind of bring us up to attention of what's been going on in the whole egg industry lately?
Well, there was a thing that came out on the internet a couple days ago about 209 million eggs being recalled. Well, it's actually more like 340 million eggs being recalled, but it was coming from a single farm called Roseacres Farms. It only affected about 9 states, and a lot of the eggs that are being recalled go all the way back from an order that might have been placed in January. So it's not as severe as what people are making it sound like. And it didn't affect us in any way whatsoever, because when we bring our product in, we actually have it salmonella tested, low heat pasteurized, and approved by the USDA before we bring it to our facility. So the eggs that went out that are now coming back with this recall for salmonella are whole eggs, not the liquid egg whites like what we carry. So our product is perfectly safe and totally can be trusted.
Awesome. Good to know. And so social media wise, you guys are on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Gotta say hi to all the girls at the Egg Whites International team over there, and JD, of course. But again, follow them. They have some really good content. I always like to go to their page and see what they have going on. And you guys have specials all the time. So flash sales. And again, promo codes. Use Michelle Davis, MD Fit. Give them a call. Just mention save money. Get a free piece of clothing. And what better yet is, this is clean protein. So Mac, you've definitely told me several times, don't eat as much whey protein as you think. You can actually save money by using more of my product and less of the whey product, and you get even more benefits because of the fact that the protein is absorbed faster into your system.
Well, yeah, actually, because so many athletes depend on protein powders, the whole reason protein powders are on the market is because the bodybuilding community is eating 5, 6, 7, 8 meals a day, and they just get tired of eating so much. So somebody had to come up with a solution to a shortcut to a meal. So that's where protein powders came on the market. Your average person in America was brought up having 3 words in their vocabulary: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But there's no athlete on the planet that only has 3 words in their vocabulary. They got 6 or 8.
Right.
So when we came on the market in 1999, we said, well, look, what if the meal replacement or the supplement didn't have to be a supplement? What if you could drink a real meal and still make it quick and easy? So what we suggest to people is they are using a protein powder. We're not telling them to stop using their powder. We're just suggesting that if they use half a scoop of powder instead of a full scoop, they can mix it with our 8 ounces of egg whites in place of water, and it'll taste exactly the same, but their body will physically pick up 40% more protein to muscle for 2 hours longer. They'll save half the money they're spending on the powder, but they'll save half the potential wear and tear on their body over the next 5 or 10 years from all the heavy metals being found in the protein powders.
Right.
So you just use it like you would water, Put it in your protein shake or put it in a margarita mix. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever flavor you want it to take on.
Kristen, did you have something you wanted to say about that?
Yeah, definitely. Working in a place where we work with a lot of people with allergies and things of that nature, we experience a lot of people who physically cannot process whey protein powders. They cannot process the isolates and things, whether it be their kidney or allergens. So having just another alternative to be able to really up that protein intake, because you're trying to hit that 1 gram, going back to the macros, 1 gram of protein a day per pound of body weight. So that can be really hard to do when you're just munching on chicken all day. So having another option that isn't going to affect you negatively if you have those allergies or problems is going to really help a lot of people out.
Well, and let me add something to that, because we work with a lot of people that have severe food allergies to something as simple as, you know, a color of a food coloring or a particular spice or flavor. So we are actually one of the highest rated proteins by the United States government Feingold organization for children's nutrition, helping kids with ADD, ADHD, severe food allergies, night terrors, studies in autism, adults going through chemotherapy, kidney dialysis, and diabetes. So what the Feingold organization does is they look for what's called the world's perfect foods. So it's a shopping list you can go to by the U.S. government that tells you what foods don't have these ingredients. So if you have a sensitivity to something as simple as a red colored dye in your food, it'll tell you what doesn't have that, so you can avoid these food allergies.
That is so extremely important to know.
And especially like with children too. Think of how many kids I know personally. There was about a year of my life where I think I only would eat mac and cheese. So something like as easy as this, pour some egg whites in your kids, whatever you can get
Chocolate
them to eat
milk.
or drink, just to get protein in them. Because I know I was not picking up a grilled chicken breast when I was a little kid. It was not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of families have figured out they can take a half a cup of our egg whites with a half a cup of milk, and it takes on the flavor of milk almost immediately. So when you pour it over their cereal for like a 10-year-old, they're getting 13 grams of protein in their Cheerios. They don't have a clue. And they do the same thing with their chocolate milk, or say you've got a 2-year-old or a 1-year-old, you're trying to get some protein in, you put one little pump in there in their juice or their milk, and they're getting 3 grams of protein per pump for kids that wouldn't normally get that protein. And the reason it helps kids with ADD and ADHD is because your diet dictates your brain functions. So when you're in school and you're having a hard time concentrating, it may be because you ate some sugar or something that day. So egg whites have found to be a brain food that helps these kids calm down and be able to function better. So it actually helps their learning ability in school by getting the proper protein before they go to school.
Isn't that amazing? And so I want to emphasize, you know, you're probably wondering, okay, how are you going to measure, or do you pour it out of a container, or how do you put it in your children's cereal? Well, there's a pump. There's a hand pump that actually comes with the container, and each pump is equivalent to MAC. I know that you know.
It's 3 1/4 grams of protein, 1 1/4 egg whites, or 1 ounce. So for an athlete, might do 8 pumps, so it's a perfect 8-ounce cup. It gives them 26 grams of protein, 0 fat, 0 cholesterol, 2 carbs, and 120 calories. Now, 26 grams of egg white protein, liquid egg white protein, not a powder, 26 grams of liquid egg white protein is the equivalent to taking 40 grams of whey because of how much more bioavailable it is to your body.
Wow. And think about the absorption rate in your body from whey to liquid egg whites, of how fast that would be, how fast your body would metabolize the two of them.
Well, I'll tell you what the athletes really get a kick out of is we'll tell them to do a little sleep study the first time they use it.
Oh, okay.
And we'll say, look, so like take an 8-ounce cup of egg whites right before you go to bed. I mean, I don't care what time you go to bed. You go to bed at midnight. Drink a cup of egg whites, say, Monday night. And it can be with orange juice or chocolate milk or a margarita mix, whatever. Drink it Monday night, then don't drink it Tuesday night. Then drink it Wednesday night, and don't drink it Thursday night. And pay attention to which night you sleep better, which morning you wake up more refreshed, you're not as lethargic, and you're not as sore from your workout the day before. So if you're working on some new muscle groups and you're just in agony the next day, you'll kill about 40% of that pain because of the recovery to muscle from the egg whites. So a lot of our athletes like to wear Fitbits. So they have found that on Monday and Wednesday night, their Fitbit, when they wear it to bed, is like a straight line. It looks like they're dead in their sleep. On Tuesday and Thursday, the Fitbit looks like a heart monitor. It's bouncing all over the place. So the drinking the egg whites and watching your Fitbit will tell you numerically that you're absolutely sleeping better on Monday and Wednesday than you did on Tuesday and Thursday.
So, Kristen, you getting excited? See if...
Yeah, this is definitely, like I said, I personally haven't worked with it before, but just from my experience in working in the food industry, how many egg whites I personally take in a day, all of this is just very intriguing to me, so I know it has to be intriguing to anybody watching it.
Little food
So-
experiment for you. Kind of test it. And it's also good because you keep your lean muscle, but you lose weight at the same time.
And
Yeah,
I
because
know,
muscle burns fat, so the more muscle you put on, the more fat you're going to burn.
Right.
and I know anyone who's into drinking protein shakes during a workout, they're doing it because you want to get that immediate release and that immediate work. So this is going to be metabolized even faster. This is even another better option to replace because you're going to be hitting those muscles immediately as soon as you finish your set. Just
And even
get
better
right in
yet,
there.
now you have something on social media to tag in your stories.
Right, there we
Right,
go.
there we go. Problem solved. Hey, Mac, do you have any special sales going on or anything we should know about, maybe promote, besides the fact people should just use Michelle Davis Fitness when they call, but other than that?
Yeah, if they call in and mention that they saw this show, we do have a flash sale going on where you simply type in the word flash, and it'll take $10 off of 2 gallons or $20 off of 4 gallons, which is one of our better sales that we have. But if they call in to use the flash sale code and mention MD Fit or just say Michelle Davis, then they'll also get the free clothing on top of that. Of course, they're going to get that all the time, even if I'm not running a flash sale. But right now, they can go online if they don't want to make the phone call and manually key it in, at least get the discounts through the flash sale. And then whenever they're wearing the clothing, if they tell a friend to call in and mention to get a free clothing item and mention their name, then that person would make a referral fee from sending that client to us as well.
Very good. It was so great seeing you at the Desert Classics, you and JD. Got to get Tamia on the show. She's one of your egg white girls that always helps you when you're in Vegas. And when's the next expo or trade show you're going to be at?
Well, I'm leaving next Thursday for the Emerald Cup in Seattle, Washington, which is probably one of the best bodybuilding shows on the West Coast. And then the following week, I'm going back to Spokane, Washington for a show I've never done before called the Bloomsday Run. And it's a big marathon where I believe they have roughly 70,000 people that
Wow.
go through this expo and probably 30 or 40,000 runners. So it's a massive show for the marathon community.
And are you going to come back to Olympia in August?
Oh, yeah, I'm
Vegas?
always at the Olympia.
Yay.
Nothing keeps me away from the Olympia.
That's right. Good. All right. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. And Kristen, I can't wait to connect you with Egg Whites International. Go to eggwhitesint.com. Get yourself some swag, and especially get yourself some egg whites. And if you are an athlete, join the affiliate program. It's a wonderful family. You'll love the team. Thanks, Max, so much. Great to see you.
Oh, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure seeing you guys.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye. So thanks so much for you guys for watching. Kristen, what do you think about live streaming and WCOBM and this little booth with the poker table?
I definitely love it. This was a lot of fun. Not as nerve-wracking as I expected it to be.
Right? Thank you. I'm easygoing. I'm not that hard.
Sometimes.
A little bit. When I'm with our trainer, Michael.
Yeah.
Gotta have
Definitely.
that game face on.
Don't catch her during a workout. A little more intense.
You know, we haven't trained in a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Not since before, I think, the Samson even.
Yeah, so when do you train with Michael?
I usually do 7:30 a.m. on Thursdays.
Really, you do that early? I saw you with Michaela on the IG stories this morning. Mm-hmm. You two are so funny. I love Michaela's YouTube channel too.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
She's also a part of Platinum Physiques. And David Lee, did you know now he's on stage at the Eclipse Theater doing comedy every Wednesday night?
I know, I wish I was 21. I would love to go
I
see
know.
him.
You're almost there. You have like, what, 700 more days to go?
We're getting there.
They're getting
Something
there.
like that.
I mean, I can't wait to get you on your 21st birthday.
Oh, that'll be an interesting day.
All right. All right, you guys. Well, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on Facebook Live. Don't forget the show is live every Thursday at 1 p.m. And Kristen will stop by next week again. So we're going to hang out and talk more. Until then, have a great time and stay beautiful, ladies. Don't forget to follow Strength Sisters. I'll see you next time. Bye.